Namaste. We now have 5 days of Diwali which are coming up, and Diwali, as we know, is the festival that spreads light and laughter across the length and breadth of the community and is celebrated with great amount of intensity. There is so much joy around at this time of the year, and each of the 5 days of Diwali has got its own significance, unique significance. And this draws from different legends and traditions within Hinduism, from the Vedic era right up to the Puranic and so on and so on. And it brings so many things together in terms of a festival. So first of all, let's think about what is a festival, the meaning and purpose of festivals. Festival, as we know, is celebration of some aspect of a community's life and living. Diwali is a great festival, and every year it comes round for us to connect in some way in this festival. And of course, we know that there are many types of festivals which are there. There could be a religious festival, there could be an arts festival, music festival as well, even food festivals there are. So what is the purpose of these festivals, what we call festivals? Well, it brings all of us together as a group or a community in celebrating some aspect of our social or cultural or religious aspect, or all of this put together. And we'll see how Diwali actually puts all of this together in terms of the 5 days of celebration. And we know that there are different dimensions to our life. There is the physical dimension, there is the personal dimension of myself, yourself, there is the relational dimension in terms of our social relations, which make up the kind of groups like our family, community, and our friends, and so on and so on. And then there's a spiritual dimension as well. So think about a festival bringing all these different aspects of our life together, and therefore when we talk about the 5 days of Diwali, here is one thing which can bring all these aspects of our life together in celebration. So it brings a community together, a group of us together, even a family comes together to celebrate Diwali. And this is the first thing. The second thing is that something very important happens here. It's certain beliefs and values and ideas are remembered at this time and reasserted in our lives and in our communities. So what does it mean? It means that we are having these beliefs regarding spiritual ideas, social ideas, even individual ideas as to how we relate to Diwali and the 5 days of Diwali. Through this event, it brings all of this together so that we remember and reaffirm these beliefs and to reassert these beliefs as we celebrate this festival. And then, of course, there is this creation and expression of all different things which we bring together and join in the celebration through what? Through certain signs. So for example, when we wear a certain kind of new clothes and we come and meet together, there are symbols which are there. And for example, when we think about what is the symbol of Diwali, and we immediately think of rangolis, we immediately think of a line of lamps which are put in our houses, in the mandirs, in temples, and everywhere else. And through this kind of signs and symbols and various different ways in which we can begin to connect with the deeper meanings of this festival through the signs, symbols, and activities also. So remember, sometimes, of course, these activities can be seen as pujas. And in this case, the festival of Diwali brings a lot of different kind of pujas together as well. So there is the celebration of the spiritual aspect in terms of a puja which brings us together. We have this kind of way of joining in this celebration through the puja. And then, of course, the most important thing is it brings happiness all around. There is joy, there is smiles, and as we meet each other, we begin to have this smile on our face. There is joy bubbling through us because we are celebrating. And we look forward to many of these activities which happen during Diwali, and this becomes a way in which a festival has this purpose of bringing all these aspects of our community, our individual lives together and living together to reassert these beliefs in certain things and certain values which we value so much through the festival and various different signs and symbols which we express in terms of this celebration. And all these events then bring together this wonderful joy and happiness which we feel as we celebrate. So festivals can be very powerful events which not only bring us together in celebration but also allows us to reaffirm our culture and our traditions in such a way that it is renewing this kind of assertion of our own sense of who we are and what we represent and what are of value to us. And therefore this renewal and re-energization and reinvigoration can come through this celebration of festival. And this kind of immersive experience of a festival can give us a boost in terms of our meaning and purpose. And of course, it is a time for great celebration and joy. We mustn't forget about the celebration and the joy. So this is the meaning of festivals. So let's see one by one what each one of these days represents. What does it represent in terms of its signs and symbols, and what it represents in terms of the meaning and the purpose which is behind each one of these 5 days of Diwali.